Okay. I be do this stream. It's time to get stuff. We've got 4 of the artifacts. I will get another. I will get another. I also be do in Discord the Eta computador. I think that's how you say it. Oh, what? Oh no. That's no bueno. Why am I not? Oh no, I've got to kill myself. I'm not using the artifact of command. Kill me! Ha! Wunderbar. Alright, let's go. I must be speedy. I want to do speedrun. Is Acrid good for speedrun? I feel like Acrid's not the best for speedrun. But this dude's probably pretty good for speedrun. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, we gotta get to level the level with the snow. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I need speed. It's over there. That's where the boss is. Explosive attacks. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey Chris! Hello! What's going on? Oh, we'll get one of them for sure. Max Golden Zero! Alright, that's it. Let's go. Let's do it. We got this. Easy. Oh! Oh, F. F. Alright, that's alright. We go for the speed. We go for the speed. We must do the speed. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, there's a boss. Boss is over there. Alright, first I need health. Health? Alright, then speed. Speed. Oh, that's not speed! The run is ruined! Speed! There's a boss. Ah! Big boy. Hey. Alright, I need more items. I'm not ready. Oh, not flamey boys! Not the flamey boys! Huh. More speed. Go! Oh my. Oh my. You know what, maybe, you die in a hilarious pose? Bro, they killed me in a hilarious pose. Okay. We're going Acrid, because Acrid's just OP. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Oh. Go. We're gonna take that. Bro, there ain't no items around here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, 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 hey. All right, now we fast. Now we speedy. I have a feeling the boss is over there. We don't want faster attacks too. Bro, where's the boss? Where's the heckin' boss? Oh, it's over there. It was up here all along. Are you serious? Come on. Give me money. There we go. Even more speed. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, we'll pick that up afterwards. Yo, what's up, pumpkinos? I'm doing okay. Getting all the artifacts up in here. Huh. Got him. Oh no. Hey. Let's go. Woo! Whee! Alright. We on a good roll. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Oh, that's just a pot. Thought it was an enemy. Oh, there's an enemy. That's the boss. keep moving. How are you supposed to do this in 10 minutes? I don't understand. Alright. Oh! F! That's an F. That is a rip. That is a death. By the way, I am on the Discord. I'm all alone. You're welcome to... You know what? We're just going to play regular. We're just going to play regular. Forget getting there in 10 minutes. I don't know how to do that. But feel free to hop into the Discord that I'm in. I'm doing real talk, so one person can join at a time, and we'll just chat about something. And I'll kick you out after a certain amount of time. But you can always just hop in, say hello, ask a question or something, you know, catch up. We're gonna get one of them. Bye-bye. Hello. You're muted, sir. If you're muted, I kick you out of chat. Are you server muted, Case?
Talk now.
Oh, you can talk now. Hello.
How's it going? It's been a while.
It's been a minute, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well with all the chaos going around. How are you, sir?
I'm handling well. Without chaos, there is no order. And without order, there is no chaos. There's always chaos happening around the world. Might seem like there's more, but...
So what is this?
This is Risk of Rain. It is a roguelike, kind of like 3D bullet hell. Very, very enjoyable game.
I run around the damn DC.
Oh, this is real talk. So this is basically a two-person chat where real talk happens essentially. You got anything you want to talk about?
Yes, but I have like 1 minute.
Keep it stream friendly. That's totally chilling. All I ask is you keep it stream friendly.
Oh, am I on TV?
You're on TV right now.
Hello, Mom.
Case's mom. Okay. Case says hello.
Okay, so one question.
Absolutely.
Do you like avocados?
I do. I can't eat them currently though because my elimination diet is not involving them. So yeah, I do like avocados. I love them actually.
Elimination diet?
Oh yeah, I'm running through a diet where I can only eat certain foods for like a month.
Are?
Right now I can eat turkey, rice, quinoa. I can eat pineapples, plums, pears. I can eat pecans and some other nuts. Real basic stuff. Stuff that is like not gonna mess with my system. I'm trying to figure out what like messes with my system the most essentially.
I see. Well, it's been great. But I have to go because if not, I'm going to miss the bus.
Case, it's great to talk, man.
Yep,
have a good one.
See you later.
Peace.
Peace.
Explosive attacks? No, this one's better. This one's better. This one's way better. Not a Zuko's World fan. Got that Zuko's World logo. Aw, snap. James Rowe. Hello.
It is I, not a Zuko's World fan.
Oh, it's. Oh my goodness. Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
I'm watching the stream right now.
I'm just running around with a giant Tesla on the back of me. Oh no. Yeah, see, I don't even have to do stuff. I can just murder things with my Tesla.
Just killing everything, are you?
Yeah, it's a good stress reliever.
Yeah.
This is kind of like my Schlatt's got Call of Duty. This is like my Call of Duty right now.
My stress reliever is Doom Eternal. I'm playing it
Doom,
right now.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
not
that's
right
that's
now, but,
one.
you know.
That's definitely one. You know, some people like get too attached to games to the point that they end up hating them. Like,
I know.
like,
That's me with Roblox.
yeah. there's
My
a
account is
lot of
7
that.
years old by now.
And I'm not gonna act like I'm innocent of that. I used to do that with Counter-Strike. I would play it even though I knew like I was gonna hate the round. Like I would go into a competitive match even though I was like I'm fully aware. I'm like I'm not gonna enjoy this. I'm still so mad from the last round, but here we go. And I've since kind of learned to let games just be games.
That's fair. I quit Roblox for a while, but I came back recently.
See when you say like things like I quit Roblox, it's the same thing as like saying like I quit cigarettes. Like there's really no difference. It's all in the mindset. Like some people can smoke all their lives and not have a single issue, and other people they start smoking and just see it as a problem. It all depends on how you view it, and gaming is no different than any other addiction. It's not in the game, it's in the user. That's what I'm slowly learning.
On Roblox, there's a few games that I like, but I mostly like chatting with random people.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Also,
So you can do
my
that in,
avatar is completely different from my personality. And seeing my avatar farm on games is weird.
Interesting. Where is the boss? Oh, over there. Woo!
I wish I had Risk Your Reigns. It looks really fun.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like $20. It's a good
don't
game. You
have
can
that
play up
money.
to 4 people. Play up to with 4 people. Play with up to 4 people. I'm currently working on getting artifacts. Oh, what you got?
I have Dying Light.
Oh, that's a classic. That's
I
the
love
wait, am I thinking of the right one? That's the game with zombies, right?
Yeah.
And I know there's like a sword that you can get that for a while, I don't know if they fixed it. It was called Excalibur, I believe.
Oh, EXP Caliber. Yeah, it's still there.
Is it still broken?
It's a dev blueprint.
Oh.
It's supposed to be completely overpowered, but it doesn't have much durability.
Gotcha. It's like a golden sword, right?
I don't remember the color of it.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I mention it because you could swing at the feet of zombies. I remember it was the best thing. You could swing at the feet of zombies and it would send them flying, like as if you're in Skyrim and you just went Fus Roda.
Yeah.
It was amazing, absolutely wonderful. We're gonna get guillotine. Woo!
Do you have Dying Light?
I don't, but I played it back in high school. My buddy had it, and I didn't really play it too much myself, but I edited a video from clips that he made.
I have 150 hours in it.
Oh, nice. I've got a few
Yeah.
games with 100. I have over 1,000 hours in Counter-Strike.
I don't have that many. The game I play the most is probably Roblox, but since I don't have stats for it, and
Yeah.
I have a horrible memory.
Well, yeah, Minecraft would be my #1 game.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows how many hours I got in
Oh
that.
yeah, I joined your server once.
Nice. When which version?
I
Describe
forget.
it, if you can.
I was 23.
23.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good description.
I'm not creative with names, so you know how it is.
It was well, cause there's like I had a creative one. I had one that was a survival world. I had a whole bunch of.
I'm pretty
Oh
sure
no!
it's the survival one.
I'm supposed to go into Blue Rock. Please tell me I made it into Blue Rock. Oh, I went into Blue Portal. Thank goodness. Sorry.
Nice. Hearing you repeat on the stream is a little bit weird.
You can always mute me in stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
Let's see here. Do I want to choose? I'm at 8 minutes right now, and neither of these are what I'm trying to go, so. What's up, bro? Haha, get poisoned. He's
I
gonna
don't
kick
have
me
many
out.
co-op games.
I love co-op games.
Yeah, I have Killing Floor 2, but it's not downloaded right now.
Oh no! Oh, we're good.
Oh.
This is a little secret that I'm going into.
The game that I have the most hours on Steam is TF2, but
Oh,
that's
nice.
a given.
I played a little bit of TF2 back in the day. I enjoyed it. I didn't get into like the
I mean,
whole like skins and all that.
I didn't either.
I'll trade you this hat.
For an
DJ!
unreasonable amount of-
What's up? Do you have this game? Do you have this game, DJ?
Some of my friends on Steam have like a few thousand hours in TF2.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. DJ, you can absolutely join. After this round, we can hop in a call.
Honestly, I don't see like Roblox itself as like a game, but as a game engine that you can create games and share them with.
I'll be real with you. I feel that, first of all. I think that Roblox is definitely it's a collection of games in a sense, and you can make your own games, and I feel like Minecraft has a very similar feel. Minecraft
Yeah,
has a game,
the
but it also
servers.
is
It's a
game
game
within
itself,
a game.
but it has servers and mods.
Yeah. Roblox itself is like just doesn't have the game itself. Does it have a game itself? Like what's the base
No.
Roblox game? I have never played.
There isn't really a base Roblox game.
It's just it doesn't exist.
There's just a whole bunch of games.
Yeah, that's like Minecraft at least has its base game. It's like there's survival, creative, all that, and then Roblox is just like you just hop in and start doing weird stuff. It's kind of like Gary's mod,
Yeah, a little bit.
but not adult.
Except it doesn't have a base game.
Doesn't have what you said?
Roblox doesn't have a base game like Gary's mod where you can just mess around in the sandbox.
Oh, that's true. So there's no base game like whatsoever in Roblox.
No, it's you make games on it and people
Ah.
play them.
That's
People
what it's
actually
all
get
about.
paid for making games.
I'm sure. Roblox is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people. It's funny to think about. There's multiple
Yeah.
people making a full-time living by making
Yeah.
Roblox games.
Making more money than people who actually work like part-time
retail jobs and
Yeah, like children have made thousands of dollars.
Wild. It's wild
Like,
what you can do.
The most popular game.
It's
right now on
inspiring right
Roblox-
there.
Yeah, the most popular game on Roblox right now has like reached 1 million every time it gets a huge update, which has never been seen before.
Every time it hits 1 million, it gets an update.
Every time it updates, it gets a million current players.
Oh. Oh, every time the game updates, like 1 million people join.
Big update.
Wow. That's nuts. That's kind of
Yeah.
nuts.
But the
Whee!
trying to adopt me in since, well, it is a children's game Roblox. It's, you know,
It's yeah. That's where it's kind of like you can only play so much. Have you
Yeah.
ever played Minecraft in Roblox?
Minecraft Roblox. Yeah,
Minecraft Roblox. Yeah, I put a video up from a while ago.
I saw that video.
Oh man, that one.
I found the
we did
most
slave
profile
labor.
on Roblox.
We did slave labor in Roblox Minecraft.
Ah yes, TF. Ah yes, 2B2T.
To be yes, 2B2T. My favorite part of that has to be my friend Stagger joining and just being like, "What is going on? I thought this was Minecraft, but then I realized it wasn't." And one of the dudes, I think it was Civilized Zombie, was playing. He was like, "Nah, it's just modded. It's all."
I put a comment on the video that said, "What texture pack is this?"
Yeah, right. A Roblox Minecraft texture pack. Can you get? Is there a Roblox texture pack in Minecraft?
Who knows?
I'm sure. DJ,
But,
you can
yeah.
absolutely join, but it probably will take a while. You know how these games go. But yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you, Nadazuko's World fan,
Nice to meet
aka James Rowe.
Is there really a time limit for this voice chat right now?
Well, because there's no one else joining, you're chilling. Once I
Yeah.
die, I will be kicking you out to let DJ in. But until then, we chillin'.
Yeah. So,
I'm not like famous, you know. I'm not like what is it like?
famous in my eyes.
1 minute per person. You have one question before I kick you from my server.
You have one question before you get banned for eternity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe how 2020 has been. Like a
20?
few...
Yo,
I mean,
I do want to mention, like, people see like 2020 and then 2021 is like nothing's changed essentially. You know, the year went by, but that's just a way that humans measure things.
Into 2021, Call Me Carson has already allegations against him.
I know. There's a whole thing. I was going into that a little bit. I don't want to talk about that too much. I literally just watched a video of Twitch streamers going on about it. What was that?
We're just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. I will say that the Capitol being sieged was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, I do think it's serious at the same time, and it's kind of
Serious,
appalling.
but it's also funny.
Yeah, and the funniest thing was definitely the one guy going into the Senate where like the vice president sits, and just sitting down.
Honestly, I haven't heard much about that because I don't really pay
No,
attention
it's
to
a good
politics
move.
because I don't really care.
Yo, DJ, that's a great reason to definitely get some sleep.
Sleep schedule too is messed up right now, but
Yo, what time is it for you?
So it's completely fine. It's 10 in the morning. It's 10 p.m. I mean.
10:30.
And you know, when I woke up, it's
I'm gonna be playing this. I'm probably
8.
gonna get some sleep soon too. I go to sleep at 11 o'clock, so this will probably be like last game, depending on how good I do. Ow! Yo, hypothetic! Super Sammy! Hello, people. By the way,
see you now.
if you do want to chat, we are in Discord. I am doing one person at a time. James Robe is my honored guest right now.
Hello.
But if you hop into the woods, you'll be queued up. Oh my goodness.
Is there anything to talk about right now?
Dude, I think something that's very important, and it's something that's been on my mind a lot, and that is water, food, and breathing. I think those three things are all that need to be talked about at the end of the day. I mean, there's so much that can be talked about, but those take the cake for me.
Yeah. How do you feel about 3 in the morning water?
Yo, there's nothing like it. Especially waking up super dehydrated and just needing a little drink of water, and then
I honestly don't know what it is about water at 3 a.m., but it's just a different experience.
Peace out, DJ. Absolutely a different experience. Oh my goodness.
It's weird. Like, how can one thing be different at a certain time?
I think it definitely has to do with
Like being tired,
well, your senses. You've just woken up from being asleep.
woken up, or been awake for a really long time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I remember my days of that. Oh my goodness. Wasn't too long ago. I like to think I've
My
kind of
first day
matured.
of school is actually tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. You should
But
get
it's
some
online school,
sleep.
so I don't really.
What time do you got your first class?
I only have a single class, a single on-campus class,
Oh, cool. You in college
and
then?
then the rest is just work.
You in college or high school? Well, because everything's
I'm
online
in-
anymore, so I
I'm-
don't even know.
Freshman
Freshman in college?
in high school.
Freshman high school. Dang. I remember those days. Back in the day. That's when I was still. I don't even think I was a rapper yet. I was still making school raps. I made Did I make any raps in the 9th grade? I don't think I did.
Did you ever rap for the talent show?
I never rapped for the talent show. I'll tell you what. I wish I did, but I never did. I did rap for school projects though, like creative projects. I would make like they'd be like, oh, make a poem or write a short story, and I'd be like, can I make a rap? And they'd be like, yeah, you can make a rap.
They were
And that's how
probably
I
good
became.
raps for a student.
I made a Sinkaz Tan rap called Still Sinkaz Tan to the beat of Still DRE.
I see. I have no idea. It's the only rapper I listen to, but I know you get that. You just sound different.
You said what?
You're the only rapper I listen to because you just sound different.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of rappers. There's a few that I do listen to. I don't listen to. I will say, I think a lot of quote rappers are not actually rappers in today's like rap world. They talk and so some people there's a few issues I have and some people just don't tell the truth. They just kind of lie like in a way to make them seem worse or better or just in some kind of way that just is deceiving. Unless like I can understand if you're telling a story or something like that, but there's rappers that just are trying to play themselves up through their rap game. Then there's rappers who are totally telling the truth, but their lives are just very messed up. And their perception on what is right and what is wrong is just not right. It's like we live in a world where we are kind of taught to tolerate everything, and we're taught that, well, people are just in different cultures and this is okay, and not everything's okay, you know, like just because it's someone's culture doesn't mean it's not like something that could be dangerous or just downright like racist or something. And that's something that's worth noting. And I think a lot of rappers and pop artists are kind of pushing a lifestyle that is just kind of sinful.
That is bad for your health and
It is
get you in
sinful.
trouble for the law.
It is not impeccable. Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely, exactly.
Late night YouTube browsing, I found like a rapper, like a video on a rapper who would messed up for drugs.
They would what?
They were messed up because of drugs.
Right, and they would rap about it. Now, I mean, that's what a lot of rappers do actually is do that. And in my past, I actually have old albums that are about my struggles with it, but I don't glorify it. That's the thing that I differ on. I'm not sitting here like, oh, it's so great. I talk about the struggles that I went through and how it can mess your life up in a sense. And some people just like, I don't know. It just they don't offer any kind of solace. I found that a lot of like depressing music, depressing rap and like emo rap in a sense, is people. I ask people why they like it, and I liked it for a little while. But I ask people why they like it, and they say they like to be able to relate to the music. Like they like when someone talks about like sad things because they're able to relate to it. And to that I say, well, misery loves company. So
Well, I mean, I like to be happy most of the time.
yeah, but misery loves company. And so when a sad rapper comes on and the reason that people like this music because they can relate to it is because they just, for some reason, they're being like lulled in by this idea of like everything's messed up. Why should I be happy? Happiness is I wouldn't say the goal, but happiness, you can work on being happy like no matter what is thrown at you. Like you can, I guess contentment is a great goal.
Can't
Just
be
like
happy
being chill.
100% of the time.
Yeah, if you're happy 100% of the time, even when like terrible things are happening, that's
There's
kind of
something
weird.
wrong.
That's kind of weird. But if you're able to be content and like not like if you're able to handle it, that's a different story. Yeah, that's a really good point. Like some people, like to the people. In fact, I really like that you said that. To the people who think that being happy all the time is the goal, like you should be able to be happy all the time. Well, think about what that means. Like when someone dies, are you happy? Like when terrible things are happening to you, are you happy? Sometimes that's just impossible.
Just not right.
And it's, I'm not saying you should be sad, but maybe,
Yeah,
but happy is like
shouldn't.
expressing joy over something happening. Like there's some things that just you can't find any joy in it. All right, we got some comments. We got a warp up in here. James Robe, it's been fun. I'm gonna
See ya,
boot
man.
you. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, it's the man, the myth, the legend. It's hyperthetic.
Do I have to be on push? That's crazy.
You have to be? Hold on. My bad. James didn't mention that. You know you know what you need. Let me turn you off. Let me turn that off. Let's see. There we go. Save changes. Now you should be able to.
Yeah.
Alright, you're in.
buddy.
You're in. That happened in
gotta
my other
take-
voice chat. You got a take
I
on
gotta
sad
take-
music?
Yeah. I was talking. Okay, so I watched this movie the other day. This still relates. I watched this movie called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Have you heard of that or seen it
I'm
at all?
thinking of ending things. Shit, I've totally heard that. Remind me the plot.
Okay, well, it's a very weird movie, but I mean, it's about
Wait!
a girl.
Wait! It's the one where she goes into the snow and there's like a basement and it's the really weird old guy and the old family. Oh my goodness, that one, right?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Like
I
it's
mean,
the
there's a lot of
mom and the
movies with
dad.
with those details, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Changing
Yeah, the
age.
basement and yeah, it's
Like
it's yeah. Oh my god, it's like
you
this.
saw that?
It's focused around a girl, right? Who's
Yeah.
here. You go ahead, but I have.
Yeah. So I watched it. So it was a very experimental movie, and I really
is.
like appreciate experimentation. But by the end of it, I kind of like figured to myself that it hit it. There's like a spectrum of what a movie and can also apply to music can accomplish. So there's like three effects. When we're talking about like sadness or some kind of negative aspect of life,
Right.
you can make a whole movie about it and it be just completely void of any solace or optimism. There's
Right.
one. There's two where you make a movie or a song that it covers those issues, and then it provides you at least with something to help you cope with it, whether it be a solution or not. Like
Right.
a song, you can make a song that has no solution, but the vibe of it is supposed to help you be like, oh, I can get through this because I can find enjoyment. I
Right.
can find in this situation enough to kind of get me by, not like in a weird like, oh, I love this kind of way. But then there's three when I'm assuming you go so far past the point of like assuming something's a problem that you're literally just glorifying it. Like you're just like straight up, this is awesome. Like
Yeah,
drugs,
I love being
love it.
sad. Like
I love being and not even in like there's a lot of ways you can spin that to be like, oh, people know that you're being either satirical or you're playing
Yes.
a character. There's a
it-
lot of
well,
ways.
sometimes
you can,
the lines get blurred. I would say
Yeah.
it goes so far that like you can't even tell what's reality anymore. And I mean, you hear that, and I mean, tell me how many times that like you hear musicians be like, "What even is real anymore?" Like I don't even know.
I mean, shit, man.
Yeah, that's. Do we really? I mean, that's a little more universal, if anything. It's kind of tough to tell what's real. But no, I guess I would say like, I think the best way to go about it is of course to provide some sort of comfort or solace in like just it's good that like people are always looking for something to relate to and something to
Yeah.
understand and so when you hit them with something sad like that it gets them it reels someone in and there's nothing that kind of like messes me up more than them reeling me in with this like deep like truths and like this deep terrible things happening and then they just don't provide any kind of like message or solace. They just end the movie on like a terrible note.
Yeah, because it's like real or whatever. Like I'm not here to be real. I'm here to enjoy life as much as I can. Like
And
I'm
well
sorry.
and some movies they even will end it on a bad note, but you can still like you think about the movie. It makes you think a little bit and you think about it and you're like, "You know what? That was really good because there's some good messages in there." But then there's other movies that just leave you just sitting like, ugh.
Yeah, like there's like still points to the movie, I guess, and you feel like
Like-
complete in a sense because the movie it made a point
It did
and
something.
got
It
out.
made it. Yes, exactly. Like you know what's a? Have you seen The Room?
You know,
It's with Tommy Wiseau.
I've heard countless conversations about the movie, but
You
have
haven't
not
seen. Okay, so you're familiar.
Full
So
length.
this awful movie. Let's start with that. It's awful, but it's amazing at the same time. The way the movie was made was by this dude who just had a bunch of money. Who knows how he got the money? Probably some kind of business or something. Probably making Roblox games or some shit. And he's just determined to be the director, the actor, the like the producer. He's determined to be everything in charge of this movie, like complete creative control. And there's multiple points throughout the movie where this dude just does dumb shit. Like he has the set crew build a set that looks like a roof and set it up like inside and get all the lighting. And when in fact the roof that he has them build is literally an actual like roof that they can just go and shoot on and save a whole bunch of money. But he has them spend all this money to make this set for some odd reason. And of course it looks worse
Like
because it's
80s
not
and
the
90s
actual
shows.
scene. Yeah, it looks like it's shot on the 90s. It
Whatever
totally looks
reason.
like a 90s sitcom all the way through.
Don't get
And
me
the whole
started.
movie's about this dude who's just getting totally like screwed by everyone. That was indeed some real talk. James wrote that was chilling. But totally just his wife cheats on him and his friend, he loses all his friends and all this terrible stuff happens, and at the end of the movie he just kills himself.
What?
He's like, why did you do this to me? And it became such a cult hit. People would just watch it to laugh at it. And at first I'm like, all right, I kind of get it, but like when I really think about the movie, I'm just like, this kind of sucks, man. like where's the message here? It's like you're saying like good guys just get shit on. Like if you're a nice dude who goes to work and like treats your woman right, then everybody's gonna fuck you over. Like, well, I'm confused. It seemed personal. It seemed very personal. I think art is interesting that way, and that everything is very true to. It tends to be, even if an artist like will try not to make it like about themselves, like even if they make it like some kind of story or something, like it tends to ring true to their life in some sense, to what is on their mind all the time. So like,
Well, yeah.
who
I got
knows
two
what's on George R.R. Martin's mind? Who knows what's going on in there? Like, let me just say that.
Right. I got two observations kind of involving that topic. Like, so one would be,
Sorry, I'm a
Brain.
very abstract person.
Brain, who do you think you are talking to?
Abstractity.
You're twin from another.
Dude, I think that yeah, we're gonna do some streaming together for sure. It's gonna be fun as hell.
Okay, so what was I thinking?
Oh no!
I already forgot entirely what
know.
my second point was, but I probably will remember if I bring up my first one. That's
Okay.
that, like people always, okay, so people will say, oh, I really like this new song that comes out. Now, I'm gonna use the example of like, let's say it's like a new, like rap song, and
Okay.
it'll be, and obviously rap is awesome, but it'll be one of those kind of rap songs where they just picked a random beat, didn't even like go through
Right.
a bunch of beats and were like, oh, that one's the one. They're just like, yeah, that's a beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Let's
has
hopped
all
on
the
YouTube
elements
and
of a beat.
yeah,
That's all I
it's got a
need.
bass. You know, oh man, and like they're
It
waiting
has
for.
a
They just
bass.
they just want that 808 to hit. Like that's all they need. Is it
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
pump the
so-
trunk?
Yeah, I mean, it probably will make a lot of sound, but not very pleasant. But that's the thing, is that people will be like, oh, like, come on, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm like, this
Right.
isn't fun. This is like, I can get this anywhere. I could literally shuffle, if there was a playlist of every rap song ever and I pressed shuffle, and I'm talking about like from SoundCloud users everywhere, I
Right.
guarantee you every song sounds like that one. I can get
Right.
this
You're gonna get like repeat after repeat. Well, it's probably gonna be a lot of like obscure garbage too. Like
Right, and to add on to that, like same thing with like affects to you, like, oh, I like listening to this like emo song. That's not hating on emo, but just like the way that a certain emo song would be kind of structured would be like, that's just, not only are you
Has the I think it has the same energy as like a movie that you just get left with too much. Now you were talking about I'm thinking of ending things, by the way. What did you think of that by the end? Because I had some very profound thoughts on.
I thought that it landed in it leaves me with very little. I do remember it not being super hard to watch. I had to take like one break because I was like, for completely unrelated reasons.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I was getting like a little anxiety, but that might just be a personal.
Right, but it was you came up with a reason. It's like you had to do something real quick, and
I was just like, I'm gonna go like or something, and then I went back to it, and I was like, all right, it's not happening anymore. So anyway, sorry. Point is though, it lost the plot. I think that movie really just started going.
Dude, when they started bringing out the Alzheimer's and all that, it hit. Don't get me wrong, it hit, but it just made me like fucking sad, man.
I wasn't even like, I was kind of sad, but I was like, I don't want a movie to just make me sad. And to be fair, like, what I want out of movies, like, have you
Well,
ever
that's a subjective thing, like everybody wants something different out of a movies, but.
Well, yes, yeah, that is true, but like, think about it this way: have you ever heard something sad in a song and you got like a good feeling? Not like I think that's an awesome thing. Just like you got
the goosebumps, like the feeling of like just that like you can't.
Like
it's hard to explain.
And you're just like, I feel
letting
like
it out.
my emotional bladder has just been overflowing and I'm letting it out.
Yeah, it's been emptied. Yeah. Oh, that's a great way to describe that, actually.
Feels good. But just because it's being released and now you can just go back to just, all right, I'm fine now. That's the kind of feeling I feel like I should be getting from like
something
what
that's
I consider
sad.
good music, good movies. So when I watch that movie, I'm like, okay, I appreciate a lot of the elements of art, but I don't feel like there's really any release of anything.
I was getting like all kinds of like I was definitely just left with like this kind of just fleeting feeling of like I guess almost like fear of losing who I was, like because the whole Alzheimer's thing hits pretty deep, pretty hard. I listened to an album called Everywhere. It was actually 6 albums. Everywhere at the End of Time by The Caretaker.
Story.
Have you heard? I told you about this?
Yeah, you were like, left me like,
Yeah, dude, halfway through it had me so fucked up. I couldn't I wasn't really able to like handle it. It messed me up.
What did you do listening to a 6-hour album? Did you like just sit there? Or
I just sat there. I just sat there.
Think the whole time?
I ended up like smoking, which was not a good idea.
I mean, yeah, no, but that makes more sense of how you were able to just sit there.
Yeah. It just made things even worse though. Like I understand, like it's dedication. They put a lot of time into this to help people understand what it's like. But I don't know. Just
that's funny that you bring that album up. I literally brought that up in my head. I'm like, I think that 6-hour album about was it Alzheimer's?
Yeah, it's about Alzheimer's and death.
6-hour album about Alzheimer's is probably more enjoyable than this movie.
Honestly, I will say that while I was being tortured like halfway through the album, I will say like album 4, album 5 even, the fifth one was terrifying, absolutely like scary as hell. Because it's just like what you'd hear in like the basement of a horror movie, but like also on an old record player that's scratching constantly, being translated onto a computer that's just missing like certain notes, and it's awful. It's the computer's like glitching at the same time, and then the 6th one hits, and it just everything calms down, and you're in this. It's like you're in space, and then there's the final like 15 minutes are just absolute bliss in a sense, and so that is where I'm like, despite all the awfulness that I had to go through listening to that, I felt like it ended up giving me something of like hope, of like like this is what happens at the end. You know, you just get overwhelmed. So it's all overwhelming. It's terrible. But then like, if you power through it, you're just it's over. You know, life goes on.
Like I haven't listened to it particularly. I might do it one day. But you know what I did?
You can listen to little parts of it to kind of get an idea of what the sound is. I recommend, like, unless you really want to go down that trip, it can mess you up for a little while. It can like get you real like disassociative.
Well, I went down a kind of an abridged version of the trip. There was a video called "Everywhere at the End of the World, but it's Minecraft," and I was like,
"Oh yeah."
Yeah. So I played it. And I was kind of skipping through it. I did not play the whole thing, and it was much shorter than the original anyway.
Yeah.
But I was just skipping through, and I'm like, yeah, I probably would have listened to this all the way through if this was Minecraft. I don't know, because it's literally, it
really
has
good.
more
I think I know
the
what you're
effect
talking
that
about.
the original goes for, but for other people, like we were kids and Minecraft came out. And it's like, oh, that's part of my childhood or my teenage years. So that's gonna
hits different.
It hits different, you know.
All right, oh man, I just missed. There's a Sam like burger. Wait, he was in the chat. I was gonna invite him in. He was waiting for a little while. We'll see if they come back. I am doing really good in this run. This game is like my Doom or my Call of Duty right now.
I've heard good things about it, but I've never. You know what? I might actually try it because it looks pretty.
It's a pretty game, yeah. And let's get. Oh my god.
So that's why I make pop music. I don't
Yeah,
got time
I
to-
feel you.
I don't
I
got time
feel
to
you.
make sound. I gotta make like music. You know. Sad,
Honestly, the more I've,
comforting.
yeah, comfort and honestly like upbeat music
Because
too. I've been feeling like I've been on this grind of like I want to make some upbeat music. Like I'm getting all about that lately. Because it drives people. I mean, so think about it like this, right? A lot of the music that's out there is upbeat music, but it might have a bad message. Like it might be hyped up, but like it just isn't spitting the right message. Like
Or it's just
like
stale
WAP.
sounding.
Like yeah.
Oh no, WAP's not stale sounding, but WAP.
Same.
I don't know. WAP has a pretty good message.
Yeah, what ass
You
pussy.
really don't want to be dry down there. That's what I got.
good idea. All right, I'm gonna let Sam in here and
Yep.
see if they want to chat a little bit. And yeah.
Yeah.
Get kicked. Sam. You want chat? You want to say hello? Hello, Sam.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, hello. Welcome
I
to
don't know
Real
how to
Talk.
talk
You said what?
Sorry, this is push to talk, and I don't know how to use
Oh,
it, but
it's
I'm
still push to talk? What the heck? I'm so confused. I thought I changed that.
trying.
For everyone... Wait. No, that's not it. Use voice activity, allows memory by simply talking. Are you sure it's push to talk? Wait, sync
Yeah.
now.
Hold on, I think I might accidentally leave to change it.
Yeah, dip out and hop back in.
Okay. Hello?
Yo. Still push to talk?
No, it's on.
I just
voice
updated
activity
it.
now.
Okay, awesome. Well, hello. By the way, you are on stream, live to like, what is it? How many people are streaming?
2 people.
2 people. Live to 2 people, my friend.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know that that person who said Chungus in your last stream?
Chungy. I don't remember
They were
who said
asking
that.
about
I
you.
remember
That
the
was- that was
thing.
me.
Oh. I remember that. We were talking about how how many meanings it could be. How
Yeah.
deep.
Also, I mean, I'm a really big YouTube fan, and I thought you gave me an idea, so I'm currently gonna try and draw you as a YouTube figure.
You're gonna draw you twos.
Yeah, Zuko twos.
Zutus. Slam!
What game are you playing?
So this is called Risk of Rain 2. The first Risk of Rain, fun fact, was actually a 2D platformer. And this is the only game... I haven't played the 2D platformer, but apparently I've heard from my friends that this game transferred perfectly from 2D to 3D, which is pretty tough to pull off.
That does seem really like complex. That game seems really cool in it. I can't believe that would be like a 2D game.
Yeah, this used to be a 2D game. Same concept, essentially. Just running around, killing stuff, going through. So the idea is you get deeper into... Have you ever played Binding of Isaac or, what's it called? Enter the Gungeon?
I've seen Let's Plays of Blinding of Isaac.
Okay. So you know how, like, each round gets harder and you have to collect items?
Yeah.
You see all the items at the top of the screen. It's the same concept in that sense. I'm getting different items that have different abilities. Chance to hook all.
Cool.
I have a sentient meat hook. Okay, I'll take it.
I actually got a Switch for Christmas recently, and I've just been playing like Cuphead, Mario 3D All Stars.
Did you get a Odyssey?
No. I probably will get it, but I gotta get Super Smash Bros. And then I'll probably get Odyssey.
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Is like a must. I mean, it's not a absolute must, but it's a good one for sure.
Yeah, I have like 2 Switches. I got one a few years ago, but my brother kind of just hogs it, so he basically just uses it, and we have Smash, so I just got 2.
Oh my goodness, what is this? $5,900? Let's do it. So you guys have 2 Switches then?
Yeah, but you know, my brother just uses it and all that.
I got three nieces, 2 nephews. They got Switches. They got 1 Switch actually. 5 kids, 1 Switch.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what their parents were thinking. My sisters.
Yeah. I've been also just listening to your music a lot recently. Like, I think one time I just woke up or something. I think it's like it was probably the night before last night. I woke up and I just started listening to your music, and it was such a vibe.
What tracks?
Chirpin'. Zuko G's Dead.
Classic.
Interstellar Express.
Ah, yes. A lot of people like that one.
And then I think I just fell back asleep.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've made quite a lot of music lately. Community and Chaos being my last album release. And what is it? What did I drop? I'm trying to remember the name. Digital Impressions. That was a decent one.
When did you make I forgot the name, or I think it was like Live in the Moment. It was
Live in the Moment.
Of like,
yeah, dude.
yeah,
like,
the picture of like a
holding up
night
in-
helmet.
Yeah. I made that. That was my most recent song.
Yeah, I listened to that in class and I was like, oh wow, this is cool.
Yeah, that's me messing with some new I got a lot of new plugins lately. Like different filters and effects, and I've just been really enjoying them. And
yeah, I like the beginning where it's all like, it sounds kind of villainous.
yeah, I'm gonna get your cash money. Might just need it for the rent next month. And then I kind of switch it up. I'm all about switch ups. Like, I feel like the world that we exist in, the universe that we live in, is constantly changing, is constantly evolving and changing, and moods are always going from like one thing to the other, and nothing ever stays the same. So it's like, why not amplify that in my music? Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I think.
Go this way.
I'm watching the stream and talking to you, so it's like kind of
Right. So it gets confusing. There we go. Secret computer.
What music do you listen to? Like, what artists, bands?
Hold on. Let me pull up my Spotify Wrapped. I remember actually. It's C418 was my number. No, my number one artist was myself, which is the first time that's happened. My number two artist is C418, who makes a lot more than just Minecraft music, by the way. My number three was Mac Miller, who
Mac
I
Miller.
go. He's one of the first rappers I ever listened to, and I've listened to him ever since. I still do. He's very dear to my heart. I have a poster of him in my room, like a framed poster. Jeremy Zucker or something like that. The person who made the Skyrim music.
Oh,
I listened to
cool.
a lot of his music. And then finally, Binky was my number five, who was just this pop artist that kind of came out of nowhere and made some really catchy, like, two-step songs that I was just like, all right, these are hits. And they just kind of kept me going throughout the day sometimes.
To search him.
Yeah, B-I-N-K-I. Binky. Artifacts. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, the things I listen to very like wide varieties. I listen to Beck. Do you know who Beck is?
Oh, I'm familiar with Beck.
I also listen to the Beatles. I'm a pretty big
Oh.
Beatles fan.
I've just recently started listening to some of their songs. Only a couple. I haven't done like album listens, anything like that.
Yeah, cool. Back in like 2017, I was a huge fan of the Gorillaz.
Ah, yes. They've
I
got
even,
such an interesting like lore. Like they've built a great like universe.
Yeah, I even went to like a private concert where there's only like 100 people,
Ooh,
and then I went to like a festival of theirs, and it was pretty cool. Very
That's
nice
pretty cool.
experience. It was my first concert.
wait. So you got to see them in person then?
Yeah, I got to see like the creator Damon Albarn. He sang all the songs in like I think a Blur song.
Of Gorillas? Isn't it like isn't it 4 people though? Is it, or is it like just one
Yeah,
person?
it's like it's a
It's so
virtual
confusing.
band.
Right.
So it's like 4 fictional characters, but like I guess the real like there's only like 2 real people, which is Damon Albarn, the musician, and then Jamie Hewlett, which is the guy who animates and like draws them.
Very interesting. I guess there is only like one singer. Everybody else is just making like the other characters are just like you got the drummer and you got the guitarist. So yeah, that makes sense. There is just one
Yeah.
vocalist. Huh. Wow, I didn't know that.
I went to a Queen concert as well, but it's not really Queen
Whoa.
since it was just Adam Lambert.
Gotcha. It was post mortem. Post his death. The Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Classic though, classic. I definitely have had all these guys in my playlists, multiple of their songs, so I can definitely say I've got pretty similar tastes. And I listen to a huge amount. Like the people I mentioned were all my top 5. C418 and Jeremy, I think it's Jeremy Zool, but the 2 of them were only in my top 5 because I was doing a lot of walking, and I would listen to meditative ambient music while I walked. So
Yeah.
I would just constantly have them on like a loop.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then what else is there to talk about?
But ambient music
do you-
is something I really like.
Could I bring up something a little controversial?
Go for it.
What do you think about Carson? And
I
all
knew you'd
that?
say that. I knew it. I think that regardless of age, I think that the comments that he made are just kind of weird. I don't know
Yeah.
the full context enough to really make judgments, and I'm not a person who I try not to make judgments. I'm not like I really am trying to. That's my goal at the end of the day, is to be a less judgmental person, someone who can stay neutral on things and just really understand as much that I can, like as much as I can. I feel like the more perspective that I can have, the better, and the way that you understand perspective is by not shutting people out. And so I can understand Carson's perspective as a young person who was essentially just horny and was letting his passions, his desires get the best of him.
Yeah.
That being said, that's not a good thing. Like that's still like that's sin in a sense. Like that is like it makes you. He said it himself. You know, he feels terrible about it. He felt terrible about it, and that's just how that works. That's how that kind of stuff works. Some people are very good at not feeling bad about things, and that's because that's what the idea of like selling your soul to the devil is. That's like just essentially playing for the evil team. And I think Carson still, I don't think Carson has given himself up to evil in a sense. I think he needs some help for sure, but I still think there's hope. I think there's a chance for everybody, but some people are so far gone into the realm of the evil world that it's just natural to them, and there's really like certain political figures and things like that they know what they're doing. And I think Carson didn't really fully understand what he was doing.
Yeah, like.
And that's something
I
that
mean, even
once
though,
you
like-
realize what you're doing, it sticks to you, and I can see that kind of happened to him.
Yeah, like even though all that he did like is very disappointing, and it makes me really sad. Even though he did all that, I still like hope for the best.
That's all you can do.
Because-
That's absolutely the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, like he seems like a good guy. He can probably sort this out, and I really hope the best for him, because it seems like he's going through a bit of a rough time, you know.
I
Like,
think
he
he had an
has,
addiction to fame. I think he definitely, like, the way that Schlatt talked about it, how he would be, like, constantly checking his messages and have a whole bunch of tabs of things open, like, all the time. And I mean,
Yeah.
that's a sure sign of addiction and dependence. And
And
so
he had like imposter syndrome. I think he has that.
where he feels like a fraud.
Yeah, I think so. Or where like he feels. I think it's like when he feels like other people are pretending to be him or something.
He feels like other
I think
people are
it's like
pretending
that.
to be him.
I don't. Let me Google it. Let me Google how.
Yeah.
What imposter syndrome?
Google is our best friend. Until they're not. Until they decide they don't want to be anymore. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully they stay as our best friend, because I'm loving Google. Couldn't live without him.
Chrome is my best friend when Wi-Fi cuts out. Then I can just play the dice.
Yes, press space. Press space. Boy.
Imposter syndrome, also known as imposter phenomenon, imposter blah blah blah, is a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts their skills, talents, or accomplishments, and
Right.
has a persistent
Yeah,
blah,
feeling
blah,
like they're an imposter. That honestly, that's something that I've struggled with myself.
Yeah.
Something that I wouldn't say I like. See, now I believe firmly at this point that all of these terms, and it's the same with anxiety, schizophrenia, it's the same with and it's the same with depression even, that all of these terms, like labeling them, it doesn't help until you actually work on them. Like just knowing that you have them that's okay. Now you know you have it. Like, what are you going to do about that?
Yeah.
And there's ways that you can prevent all of these things, and it's you know, these are all things that I also firmly believe that all of these things, imposter syndrome, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, etc., 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 these are things that any human is capable of having. It's just some humans are so firm and strong in their beliefs that they don't, or that they're strong, that they're you know, they're healthy, that they never have to worry about it. While other people are they'll get very like nervous and think that they have all these things, and then before you know it, they're either getting self-diagnosed, or they're self-diagnosing themselves, or they're just getting diagnoses of all these different problems, and then before you know it, they have all these problems and they're overwhelmed by all the problems that they have. They don't know what to do about it, but they know they have all these problems, and it's like, well, take it one step at a time. You figure out you have one problem, solve that one first, and then figure out what the other problems are. And so I think Carson Carson realized that he had problems, but just kind of let them be things. He just reveled in it, in a sense, like just lived in these problems and didn't really offer himself any solace or therapy. And I mean, therapy, you know, all therapy is bringing up your past traumas, is talking about them, because that's all people desire, is to be able to, like, talk about the things that go on in their head and get reassurance from other people. Like, reassurance is essential for us in some cases. Like, it can change your whole perspective on things. Like, if you think you're a terrible person for I don't know, punching somebody in the face, and you beat yourself up because you beat this person up. You're just like, you feel awful about it. Some people don't, but other people, like, they don't like you hate the fact that you did this to somebody. Well, you tell somebody about it. You talk to somebody in therapy about it, and you talk about, like, well, why'd you do it? Well, they were being a jerk. They were doing this, and the therapist is like, oh, well, you know, I understand why you did it. Like, and then you're just like, well, and they're like, yeah, I get why you are feeling bad at the same time. Like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that, but, like, I get it. And then you feel a little better about it. And I think that that this whole thing going down, the fact that Carson was able to tell everybody about it, and, you know, there's so many YouTubers and all this going in all these directions about it, right? Like talking about, some people are like, just, it's horrible, it's absolutely, you know, on one side, the extremists are just denouncing him and all that kind of stuff, and then other people are just, you know, some people like Schlatt and the people who are very close to him are just kind of hurt because he didn't talk about it with them for so long, and so they're they're backing up, but at the same time they're like, I hope he gets the help he needs. And then there's other people who are just like, he's 19, she was 17, I don't see the big deal. He's fine, he's gonna be fine. And those people are just on the opposite end of the extremes. You know, it's like, they're the opposite of the people that are saying it's absolutely awful. They're the people that are saying it's just fine. And I think there's like a middle ground here where it's like, we get it, but, like, I understand what you're going through, but you need to understand how you can not do this again.
Yeah, like, I was gonna mention that. Like, I think I'm on the middle ground as well, where, like, him being 19 and her being 17, that's not a big age gap. That's like really small. At least it wasn't like 13. They were 13.
And you know,
he was
Critical
19.
mentioned this. He said it in his own. He said it completely separate from his. Like, he didn't want to get involved in it at all. But Critical still was like, I'm just gonna put this out there. It's not pedophilia. Like, Y'all can say whatever you want, but it like I'm not supporting him. I'm not with him. I'm not against him. It's not pedophilia, and that's just a fact.
Yeah, yeah, like that is pretty fine. It's kind of fine, but
I think I mentioned it
the
already
stuff about
like,
him like sending nudes, I
Yeah.
think that like crosses the line a bit.
I think
that
nudes
wasn't
in general are
too
just
good.
kind of weird. I think
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
I also, as of recent times, and I'm someone who found porn at an early age
Me
and
too.
didn't understand it until later in life, and now that I'm at an older age, I have matured and I've come to realize the lies that porn gives humans and the deception that it's full of. And so I've come to realize how it's really like it affects people in very negative ways, and I think nudes are
Yeah.
just an extension of that. Like,
Yeah.
why is this necessary? That stuff can wait until you meet the person in person.
Yeah.
And like the fact that he said, I think he's like, I can like every time I jerk off, I think about that. That one was just where I was like, huh, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I thought that was like really wait. That's
And-
that's just a really weird thing.
That's just a weird thing to say, and that's where it just becomes like, all right, and again, like I'm someone who, oh, that's a rip. I'm someone who can understand this kind of stuff. Because I've done a bunch of dumb shit myself. When I was in high school, little story about me that I'm not proud of, but something that I think is relevant. I had my first girlfriend was, I think she was 16, I was 17, and I like, I mean, we would send news back and forth, and it would be weird, like, and there, it got to a point where I thought I was hot shit. I was just becoming a rapper, and I cheated on her too, and I got nudes from someone else, and that's just like the amount of awful like feeling that I got from that. It broke me down. For many years, in fact, till I was 18 or 19, I was kind of broken down from it. I fell into a deep depression, doing lots of drugs, and just feeling like I was worthless and that I was a piece of shit. And I came to realize that like this isn't how you solve these problems. This just makes the problems repeat. And thank goodness I was able to get the help that I needed. And I think that's what Carson needs. Is he needs to kind of hit rock bottom in a sense, and realize that, you know, at some point you just got to start going up. There's, you know,
Yeah,
it's never
like-
you're never too late to change your ways, and like you can change, you can.
Yeah, it was only like it was in 2019, so it was pretty far back, and I feel like it could probably change. And
Well, you note
Also-
how it stuck with him all this time. Think about that. He didn't talk
Yeah.
about it all this time. And no,
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
not
thing,
saying
like,
he
you
can't
gotta-
change. I'm saying like, because he let it stew for 2 years, it,
Mhm.
I guarantee you, ate away at him from the inside. And that's why I'm able to openly talk about the things that I talk about, is because I've brought them up. That's why they're on my YouTube channel. I mean, I don't hide these things. I try not to. I did for a little bit. I tried to hide them, and I came to realize like this isn't something I should hide. You know, life is about truth and openness and transparency. And if you fucked up, you gotta own it in a sense.
Yeah,
As
I was
much as it
thinking-
hurts.
yeah, I was thinking about doing this as well. I kind of have a YouTube channel, and you know, I've been feeling like really sad ever since like November, kind of, because I had like an online girlfriend who broke up with me without like really giving me any chance. Like it was a very complicated relationship. It was like there were fights and stuff. Like
Hmm.
just we didn't know each other in person, but they were like we just fought, I think, kind of, or stuff like that. And she just broke up with me without even like telling me how. Like
She's kind of had
and,
enough. She was kind of over it, and
Yeah,
She
I guess like
kind of
I
left
guess
you
it
without a
is my
trace.
fault for because like I should have known about some of this stuff, but she never was really open.
Let me say it
And
like this, if I may. You
sure,
mentioned like it sounds like you're kind of trying to figure out what the root of the problem might have been. Um,
yeah,
and I offer you this instead of figuring out what the root of the problem is. Figure out what could be done to prevent the problem in the future. And sometimes you do have to still figure out the root of the problem, but um, sorry, let me think here for it's I just had it. I just had it. Um,
yeah. Go ahead.
blame as well is something I wanted to bring up, and find and figuring out fault, the root and fault in a sense. Overall, you have to understand it from like two perspectives. One perspective of uh, blame and fault and scapegoating in a sense is kind of it's something that shouldn't have to be a thing. Um,
Hmm.
blame it inevitably puts someone or something down, and it will inevitably cause some kind of hate or some kind of negative reaction when you blame someone. It just it doesn't end well in any kind of sense. Instead, what you can do is work to prevent it, and you think, and so you can think like, well, we were fighting a lot. Well, uh, perhaps like what may have triggered these fights, and what can I say differently to make future conversations more pleasant? How can I present myself in a different manner that will that will be better for people around me? And you have to kind of let them figure them out as well. And anything that is like if you find something that's a fault of theirs, it's not necessarily your place to tell them in a sense unless they're looking for help. It can be very hard to like blame. So when you blame someone, some people try to blame people while like with a just cause. Like we're blaming you, but it's because we want to help you. But they're just kind of throwing a whole bunch of bad stuff on them.
Yeah,
That's
like
a little bit of yeah.
yeah. I did try to talk with her a few times. Like I really wanted to sort this whole thing out, and I did blame myself for like some of the things I said because I did say some pretty like cross the line type stuff.
Right.
But it I really like wanted to get back together with her because I she seemed really nice, and I really liked her. But things escalated a lot because I think we were fighting, and I just randomly blurted out something about like trying to expose her, like
Mm.
making a post about this or something on like social media. And I guess she
In an
took
act
that
of blame
in,
in a sense. Another that
yeah,
yeah. And
but I guess she
okay.
took that in the wrong way, and she gave out some like all the private information she knew of me, like my the city I live in,
Mm.
state,
So she
uh,
went one step forward
city, full
and did it
name,
back
age.
before you
Huh?
did it. She was like, "Oh, he's going to expose me. Let me do it to him before he
Yeah,
even
and
gets
she
a
was really
chance."
harsh about it. Like she told all her friends, which I was friends with some of them, and they're really nice. And she was like portraying me as this like really bad person. She was saying, "Oh, he's awful. He's a very, very bad person,
Right.
and you should block him." Blah blah blah. And I just felt like, wow, that was really messed up.
Yeah,
And
especially because I'm sure you're not feeling great about the whole situation. If you understand a lot of the things that you did to cross the line, that just rubbing it's like rubbing a dog in the pee puddle that he peed in. It's like what are you doing here? It's not helping him. It's just freaking him out, scaring him.
yeah, and then I did try to talk with her, and I said I don't forgive her for like her leaking like my private information because it's personal, it's private. And she's calling me, oh, what's the word? Like, what's the word for picky? Like the synonym?
Picky.
I
Um,
forgot the word, but she's like calling me that. she's saying like, oh, I'm not picky, or I'm picky for not accepting her apology and stuff like that. And it's like, but
Oh,
I'm
pretentious? Like, or no, not pretentious. It'd be like you're you're being too like you're high roading her in a sense, like trying to act better than her, or
kind of like no. I don't know the word.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I can't think of what you're talking about. I'm
But
not
she's like
100%.
she is blaming me for like, oh, not accepting her apology, but I don't need to really accept her apology. No one needs to. When someone apologizes, you don't need to accept it, and I
You
just
don't.
choose not to accept it.
You don't. Yeah, it's a very good point. Um, the best thing that, like personally, when I like apologize to people, I just try to apologize in a sense. I haven't had to do too many apologies lately, which is very good. uh,
Yeah.
but in the past, I've just essentially like with the girl that I cheated on. Um, I like she hit me up like a year or two later. She would hit me up every once in a while and just like remind me of like how much she hated me, and
Hmm.
I would kind of respond with like, listen, I like for a while I would just respond with, yeah, I hate myself too, and then after a while I like there was one time that she hit me up still reminding me, and she had a fiance at the time. She's dating someone else, and she's still hitting me up reminding me how much she hates me. I'm like, look, I've moved on at this point. I know you don't have to forgive me, but know that I've forgiven myself, and I'm just trying to learn from my mistakes. I don't think that what I did was by any means okay, and I think that I'm eternally there's nothing I can do to to uh, to fix what I did except move on. Like all I can do is try my best to be a better person. And so I'm not going to beat myself up over this. I'm not going to let you bully me anymore and tell me how much you hate me. And she kind of she accepted that. She's like, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. So
And
that's important to kind of move on in a sense and understand what you have to figure out what you did wrong, accept it, realize what you did wrong, and don't get stuck on it, but like think like, okay, I did this. This is what I did wrong, and I can do this differently next time. This is what I can do differently next time. Like how can I learn from this? And then if you can try
yeah.
and share that with them, and don't try and share like what they could do differently. Just focus on what you can do differently, and if they want to share what they can do differently, that's great. If they don't, then well, that it's a shame because they must not have learned anything, and well, you can't help that. They have to learn those lessons themselves.
Yeah, and this is a part where it gets kind of like pretty awkward and just like kind of messed up
Well,
also.
wrap it up. I do have to get some sleep.
Yeah, sorry. Basically she comes out as asexual, non-binary, which I think is I don't really care about that. I don't really know. And then she also says she has a quote boyfriend, which I think is like
Kind of interesting.
I don't really know how to feel about it, but I got kind of mad.
Asexual
And
while also having a boyfriend. Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, yeah. And she says that she didn't even want to be in a
It
relationship.
it sounds like she's going through some confusing times in her life. It sounds like
Probably.
honestly, it sounds like you dodged a bit of a bullet there, my friend. Because girls like that and just people like that are going to break people's hearts because they don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
I
you
guess this
gotta accept that kind of stuff, but like be glad that you didn't get caught in that trap.
yeah, and I guess this is the part where it gets just I don't really know. She did say some stuff that I felt kind of uncomfortable with about
Well, don't what is it? Don't don't expose her. Leave the details. Leave the details to yourself. Just
I mean, sadly, it's probably too late. But,
focus.
I just,
Focus on what you learned. Focus on how you can grow from it. It sounds like you're starting to shift towards drama and getting something out there that honestly doesn't need to go out there on a stream, even if it's to 3 people.
yeah, I mean, I kind of moved on. I don't really care for her anymore, and I'm actually probably gonna try and find someone else since I'm back in school.
Well,
Winter break's already over.
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it like this. I still care for all of the people that I have dated. In fact, I care pretty deeply. Because I accept them as humans, and I wish only the best for them. I want them to get the love that they deserve and that they need. And at the same time, I don't talk to them, and I try not to talk about them unless it's relevant to a situation where I can possibly shed some insight with someone else. So yeah, that's how I want to end that. I always try to end on a good note. I always try to end on something that can kind of help out, and so it just doesn't leave someone like little off feeling. So yeah, I think it's that's a situation that it sounds like it's good that you're where you're at, and yeah, just don't even worry too much about like what's gonna happen next. The big thing, right? Like that. The biggest thing I always push this is living in the moment that you're in.
I was just gonna say that.
I'm all I'm all about living in the moment.
Yeah.
Getting this moment in. All right, my friend.
I hope you have a good night. And,
you as well.
Stay safe.
Godspeed. Peace.
Godspeed.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. It's been a good chat. I hope one day I can become. I want to go back to college or something of the sorts to get a degree in psychology, because on the topic of imposter syndrome, it will greatly help my psyche. It will greatly help my even though I feel like getting a degree in something is kind of cliche in a sense. Like, I don't need a degree to be able to relate and talk with people and help them work through their problems just by talking about my own life experiences. But who knows? I could be doing things better than I am. I can always be doing things in a better manner, and so going to school and learning more about psychology and understanding the human brain could open up more opportunity for me to help people. So I'm thinking about taking some classes in psychology. I feel like that would be a good move for me. That being said, I'm definitely just enjoying chilling out. I gotta record a track. I'm gonna hold up before I go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Hyper. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't necessarily need it. What we got up in here? Zoom code. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Unreleased track, baby. We gonna end it off on this sad, but hopefully something that can kind of give you a little bit of like good emotions, like give you a little bit of energy, some vibes. So here we go. It's not playing. I see. I get it. I understand, guys. I'm gonna switch. I got you. Don't worry. There we go. All right, we're good now. We're good. The prince is dead.
track tape to play. His body cold, his lips are gray. A tattered rose lies on his grave. Nothing but a blanket of purple snow over top a coffin that was dipped in gold. Some hearts of love, some hearts of hate. Some hearts were broken, some were saved. Everybody waited till his face was gone. They knew that it was better if they just moved on. And some would go, and some would stay. They sat atop a meadow as they whispered his name. A song that echoed through the rain. A song that echoed for days. Long for days to fade.
Yeah. That's that track. Hell of a track. Medieval Midnights. Oh, that's not a bad name right there. I actually called it Prince Postmortem, but Medieval Midnights is a good track name. Oh snap. What am I doing? Oh, I got this one too. I've been doing a lot with piano lately again. I also got a ukulele. Practiced that earlier. Bro. Someday, I'm gonna sleep right after this track, but like some days I would be listening to my music like way too late at night. Like I would get too caught up in it. I mean, that's when I make them, so it's like... This one's a symphony, by the way. No! that. That one ends on a little bit of a weird note. But I think it's a good ending to it regardless. I don't know. I might want to change it a little bit. Hold on. Oh, y'all can't even see. Boop, boop. I know, I thought I was too. Yeah, I am kind of like half asleep doing this. Honestly, like dreams are where I get a lot of my inspiration. Now it's gotta be quieter. Why do I like that? I kind of like that. Oh, I really like that. it totally changes the vibe. Yo, I gotta set up my hue lights. Ah! Let me in! Oh, yes. Bro, it sounds so strange, but like I love it. I don't know. I never know. Come on, connect. Aha! There we go. That's better. Yo, let's put some liquid vibe on this, huh? Let's see what some liquid vibe sounds like. Actually, I like liquid vibe. Let's get another one on there. More effects. Full blown. Oh no, that's scary. Oh, that's even more scary. To the left. To the right. Spank and slap. That's a thing. All right, let's try adding our own here. Who knows when I'll release this? This is coming on a 7-track album I released. Ah, there it is. I was looking for that part that's like... That was a cool sound. Bro, is that really... Hold up. Is that really what's playing for the Thank you. We gotta lower the liquid vibe a little bit. Oh my. Why did I think that would be good? Oh my goodness. Melodic. Let's try. Yeah. Duck and dump. Kind of like that. Dang, if only it had. Oh wait, it's pitch. It's pitch. yes, we're using that, but I changed my mind. The doubler works. Alright, yeah, this is good. This is good. I think I need a break from this song. I've guys, sometimes when you're just feeling like you haven't gotten it, you're losing focus. You just gotta step back sometimes. You just gotta do that sometimes. Very necessary step. Yes, sleep. Don't pull up another track. Don't you do it. Don't get caught in this. Blub blub blub. Alright. Peace.